ZL Entertainment.
Greetings, boys and girls. I'm Jack Dion from ZL Entertainment, and today we are here once again, been a while, for the third in the Let's Make a Game series. It's been a long time, so didn't think I'd ever get to a third iteration of this series, but you know, the last one was a little bit too ambitious, a little bit too much, as I said in the last one. As you may also notice, it's not going to be live anymore. I didn't feel that was proper for this kind of series. So this is our characters map. I've come up with a lot of stuff. I would still suggest checking out the last series just to kind of get caught up, because I'm not going to go over that stuff again. So yeah, I'm picking up where I left off from that iteration of the series, so check that one out, get all that stuff down that you want, and then come to this one. Today, as you can see from the video, we're gonna actually work on a calendar system. More specifically, we're gonna do a day-night cycle, but for this video, it's gonna be the calendar system portion for that. I'm not sure if I have the variables already set up for that or not, so we're gonna just get right into it and just see what we have. We're gonna have everything start on this tab right here. You can put it wherever you guys want to, but so we're gonna have seconds, we're gonna have minutes, and then we're gonna have hours. And that's gonna be the easiest one for me to remember off the top of my head right away. This is obviously not a basic one. I'm not even going to bother with a basic calendar. If you guys want a basic one, I would just suggest going with month. Just going with the month and the year. Year, month, and then day. That's the basic calendar. If you just want a time system, just go with hour, minutes, and seconds. That should be good enough. But if you want something complex like this, then let's go with that. I might even do season. So the variables are made. Let's go to our intro scene. Our character creator, you will see my new version of the character creator. It's much simpler, and since I'm not really done with it yet, I'm not sure if I'm going to have the person choose a race or not, but you can't choose your gender because I decided on a story, and the story includes you being female, so. But I don't know if it matters if you can be one of the three races, which I'll talk about later, or maybe during doing this stuff. Alright, so we're going to start with variables. This is going to be the fun part. Go and get as many of these variables as I can guess that we have. I haven't really decided on an actual year or an era, so that's going to be a little bit of world building, like right off the nose, but that will be kind of cool, figuring out what we want all of this to be. May also need a days and month kind of thing, or I can do that later, because it's not as simple that you would think. So day of year, day of month. Oh, I just kept on going over and over there for a bit. Cool. We had ourselves a Groundhog Day moment there. Day name, hours. Definitely copied too much, but better to have more than less. Copied about 4 times too much, including the groundhog moment. So seconds are obviously going to be 60. Even if you do fantasy worlds, I would suggest if you're doing a time system to keep seconds and minutes how they are for us. Granted, this is setting it and not saying how much there is, so kind of forgot that. You don't really have to call this. When we set it up to where this works, we'll have it so that this is set up properly. But seconds will be 60 seconds, minutes will be 60 minutes, and then hours, you could do more. My world, I have these two the same, and then hours as 38. So I have 38 hours in a day for mine. Day name. Well, let's go with the hour. There's going to be only 24 hours in this world. So let's go with simple cliche that you just woke up, so it's 9 in the morning. Day name. Okay, so here's something that a lot of people may not know how to do. You could just do simply like this kind of thing, and then just be like Monday. But even though you can set a variable to a text, one thing I kind of thought of on my own is like, well, if it can do text, can it also do an array? And guess what? It can. So let's come up with it. For mine, I have 5 days in the week for my world, but we're gonna make this a little bit more Earth-like for the sake of convenience of making this for everybody. So everybody has something they can base it all on, and then you can make it your own. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and oh wait, 8. But I said there's 7 days in a week, didn't I? I wonder what's going on here. Let's just go with the obvious. Most programming languages are 0 based, however you want to say it. They count from 0 up instead of 1 up. So this would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yeah, you could do it from 0 to 6, but it's very confusing. So you can just have the first one blank. Our first day of the week is Ari Day, or Ari Day, or however you want to pronounce it. Then we have Rosd Day, Rost Day, Rose Day. It's more closer to Rose Day, but you can call it whatever you want, or pronounce it however you want. We've got Orb Day. I'm not sure what I thought about when doing that one. We've got Rectus Day. I have no idea what I was thinking about that, but it sounds cool to me. We have Grede, Grede, however you want to pronounce that, I don't know, and I do not have any idea what I was thinking about for that one. We've got Harvest Day, and man, that is spot on. It sounds really cool. I like it. Then we've got Heta Day, or Heti Day, Heti Day, whatever you want to pronounce it, it doesn't matter. This is my days though. So these are the day names. The day of the week is going to be let's go with the second day in the week. So we're on a Rose Day, that's what it'll be. Day of month. Guess it depends on the year, doesn't it? Does it? It does. So I'm gonna have to figure out the year. Nope. Let's go with, you know what? It's gonna be the second era. Or actually, let's go with this way. There's no way anybody's gonna play this game long enough for it to turn over, so we're gonna call it second. For year, we're gonna go with year 897, the second era. So I've decided that it's gonna be the 4th month. That should help us figure a few things out. Day of week 2, which means day of month. Let's go with a day of year, so if it's month 4, that helps us out a little bit. Day of year is going to be 94. To let everybody know, I did a normal 365 day year like we have on Earth. Just everything's pretty much the same as Earth in a way. So this is the present day, which is it's gonna be the 6th day in the month, which is also the 2nd day in the week, which is Ross Day, Rose's Day, however you want to pronounce that. And now here's the fun part for the month. Same thing as the week, but now here are the month names. Once again, we're doing an array. Make sure to separate them with the commas, and that's an empty one. So what is the first month name? This month is Elthary. I don't know how to pronounce it. I forgot what. I think it comes from the word Elso. I forgot what that means, but I think it means first or something like that. We next have Katari. Not sure how to pronounce that one either, but whatever. Another fun name. Here's an interesting name. We have one called Haboru, which is another language, I believe. This one means nothing. It just sounded good to me. Zarth. It might be a word in a different language, I don't know, but it sounds cool. So we have one called Videz or something like that. So that's a cool name, I think. Here's one, Hatodik. That can be pronounced many different ways, I'm sure. Then we have February, because that sounded cool to me, so that's why I went with that one. There's one that can be pronounced many different ways, but I'm gonna go with Neolker or Neolcare, one of those two. And this one I'm gonna go with Panker or Pancare, whatever. Tizcare, whatever. Once again. Then we have Undekber, and then we have Duober. But yeah, so that's the month, the days, everything set up. Or is it? Because as that is now, it doesn't really do much. I mean, I could have it, well, as you can see, I have a HUD maker, so I can have it set up where it shows, but it won't continue going. So quite obvious, we're gonna set up the time system, and let's see. So I've been recording for about 36 minutes, but editing it down because I was getting all the information I needed, and I'm not gonna bore you guys with that stuff, so I'll edit that out. Estimate to anywhere from as little as 6 minutes to 16 minutes. 16 minutes is too much of a optimistic for me because I want to do more, but I think we're gonna keep it at that. So the second part of the day-night system will next go on the day, or the time system I should call it. Not the day system, the time system. And with that we will set up the increments of it all. But that was just the hours, and I can't imagine that being too long, honestly. So I'm gonna keep going with one last thing, because there's no way setting up variables took more than 10 minutes, honestly. I'll have to do some tight editing, maybe. But I'm gonna get that down to 10 minutes no matter what. So that's that. Why isn't this working? Come here. Oh wait, I forgot to put this on. Alright, that's better. As you can see, this game, well, it's called Legends of the Soulwalker. I'm probably gonna put that into the title, but I don't know because that's kind of a long name. So here we go. This is all we have now. We just click on these titles and then we can see what we want, or we can go back. As you can see, I set the math up correctly, and this goes along with this stuff too, so it's kind of cool. I like to go with the punkish looking girl, so that's what I do, and I have the X up in that area for that. And this is the character's house. Nothing to do here yet. I didn't set anything up. Oh, that's right, I was testing something. Let's quickly get rid of that mess. Alrighty, got back. Yeah, there's nothing to do here though. Just set up a little place for our character to live right before I started recording. So at first this had nothing in it. It was completely empty, but set up a little bit of something. I'll set things up later so our HUD system right here will actually be useful. And, you know, you'll be able to come here and cook food and eat it if you need to. You'll be able to go out into the outhouse or whatever to go to the bathroom. You'll be able to sleep over here when you need to. You'll be able to talk to people. You go to the inn or tavern or whatever to talk to people to fill the social bar up. And for hygiene, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Maybe have them wash themselves up in a lake like people used to do. I'm guessing that's how they did it. Or maybe that's how adventurers used to do it. I'm not sure. And for fun, but for this character, like what she finds fun is probably going to be reading or something. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but probably going to have this disappear when I am, you know, on the world map. So I have the world map made, of course. It's pretty small, much smaller than the last world. But yeah, that's that. Our character's name is Zoe, and I'm gonna change this kind of stuff up later at a time when I feel is right. I'm probably not gonna show all that, mostly due to the fact I have no need. So yes, let's do the thing that we were here to do. Hide those. So basically what we want to do is have the our time to be shown on the map. And technically all we want is the hour and the minute. So I think what I'll have up here is the era and the year, a quick era and year, and then the hour and minutes. So that's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be fun to show you because you have to do a little something interesting with minutes. Let's just, no, because I wrote it out too. I'm just gonna go with greater than instead. And I'm gonna go with 9. Fuck that shit, man. So yeah, it's done. We're gonna say it's done because this piece of junk is being a piece of junk, when normally it doesn't even do anything like that, so that's great. And if anybody's wondering, this is the map of this region. The world is Kifjolit. Originally it was going to be called Legends of Kifjolit, or however you want to pronounce that. So that's the name of the world, or whatever you want to call it. Then there's a bunch of random locations in that world. Anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. And yeah, stay tuned for more of the day-night cycle. Next part in the day-night cycle will be the time system. So we're going to get that up and running, and if I have enough time I may even do the day-night part where we actually tint the screen, actually have things close, but we'll probably do that as it goes. You know, I'll do the functionality first. so we can use it. Anyways, yes, hope you guys all enjoyed. Love you all, peace to you, and stay safe.